Hello to all parents and carers and Year 9 pupils. It's Mr. Owens here, and I'm going to be talking to you about your Year 9 options process. Normally we would invite you into school for an options evening at this time each year, and I would go through this presentation with you to give you an overview of the different options available to you. However, in these unfortunate times, we are going to be running our virtual options evening this year, and on the website you'll find this presentation alongside the options booklet and the options form that will help you decide upon your options for Year 10 and 11. To start with, then, I would like to talk to you about our vision statement and our mission statement for the school. So, we believe, as a school, we provide the environment and opportunities to maximise the progress of all our pupils. That is our mission statement, and we certainly believe we do that through offering a wide range, a broad, balanced curriculum for our pupils, with a wide-ranging option of subjects at both vocational and GCSE courses, which I'm going to talk to you about. The curriculum model for Year 10 and 11 pupils looks like this. English, Maths and Science all contain 2 GCSEs. So you've got English Language and Literature and 7 lessons a fortnight. Maths and Maths Numeracy, 2 GCSEs, 8 lessons a fortnight. And every pupil will study Double Science Award, 9 lessons per fortnight. Unless, of course, you decide to choose Triple Science, and then that would take up one of your options, which I'll come to later on. All pupils study Welsh GCSE at Key Stage 4, or the majority do, and a small minority will follow the Welsh Pathways course. All pupils will also study Welsh Baccalaureate, which is a GCSE equivalent, RE, Equality and Diversity, which is different than the GCSE RE that you can choose as an option, and the Equality Diversity course is an NCFE qualification, which is worth 2 GCSE qualifications. All pupils also study PE as a statutory part of the curriculum in Wales. So 1 hour a week of physical activity for pupils, which isn't a qualification, but it's an opportunity for pupils to participate in physical activity. All pupils then will choose 3 options, which I'll come on to later, and each of the options have 5 lessons per fortnight. We also have our PSE curriculum, which is scheduled once per half term, as it is now in Key Stage 3. So what courses are available to you next year? Well, the majority of our courses studies are GCSE courses, and I will come on to a range of those shortly, and those would really be the subjects that you currently study now. Pupils will also study the Welsh Baccalaureate, and I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail shortly. And then there's options for BTEC and vocational courses, pathways that perhaps may help you in an area or a line of work such as business, carpentry or hairdressing. And then we have our entry level, lower level qualifications for some learners in school. So what are the levels? You may have heard of level 2 qualifications, level 1 qualifications. Well, generally in school, our Key Stage 4 and all pupils everywhere across Wales will be studying for level 1 and level 2 qualifications in Year 10 and 11. Level 3 qualifications are when you move on to AS or A-level qualifications or higher education in colleges such as Gower College or Coleg Sigar. Most of our pupils, though, aim towards the level 2 qualifications and some level 1 qualifications. And we have a small minority of entry-level qualifications on offer. So what GCSEs do we offer? Well, all pupils will study Maths, English and Science. As I mentioned earlier, there's 2 GCSEs for each of those core subjects. And then we have subjects in various areas of learning. Humanities, we have RE, Religious Studies GCSE, History and Geography GCSE, all as an option. In the technology area, we have ICT, now called Digital Technology, D&T Product Design and Food and Nutrition. And in the creative arts area, we've got PE GCSE, Art and Design GCSE and Music GCSE. And then on the languages area, we have Welsh GCSE, where all pupils, or the majority of pupils, will study, and then French and Spanish GCSEs. So first of all, the Welsh Baccalaureate. You may have heard of the Welsh Baccalaureate. It's a Key Stage 4 programme that all learners will follow. And it's a skills-based curriculum where pupils will undertake 4 different challenges over the 2 years. The qualification is graded exactly the same at National Level 2 level as all other GCSEs, A star to C. And the majority of our pupils will achieve an A star to C, and some pupils then achieve a Level 1 qualification, which are equivalent to a D or an F grade, depending whether it's a pass star or pass grade. So the Skills Challenge certificate looks like this. There's 4 challenges. We usually complete 3 challenges in Year 10 and 1 in Year 11. The one challenge in Year 11 is the individual project, and that is worth 50%, and that's a personalised project on a theme of what the pupil's choice. They can choose anything they want to research and study and present their research project. And we do that in Year 11, it's worth 50%. The other 3 challenges are more hands-on, more group tasks. The Enterprise Challenge, where pupils will run a business at our school fair. We have the Global Citizenship Challenge with 15% of the qualification, where pupils will study and learn about different global issues. And the Community Challenge, where pupils have opportunity to participate in a community challenge, whether that's supporting pupils in our local primary schools, helping to enhance the neighbourhood, perhaps in Coedbath Park, which is local to us, or Pentlegare Woods, or even Pembury Country Park, where pupils have gone and done 10 hours of community work during over a course of 2 days. All 4 challenges are internally assessed by your teachers and then externally moderated by the WJC to give you an overall grade at the end of the 2-year programme. BTEC courses. Now we have a number of BTEC courses that we offer in school, and BTECs are equivalent to GCSEs in terms of points, and a distinction star BTEC result would equate to an A star at GCSE. Distinction would be an A, a merit would be a B, and a pass would be a C. So exactly the same points they carry moving on to your Level 3 courses then in college. Some courses of BTECs have examinations contributing to the final grade, but generally they're mainly assessed using the coursework and the work that you do during lessons. So what BTECs do we offer? Well, the first one we offer is BTEC Public Services. Now, BTEC Public Services is a Level 2 qualification that we've been running for many years in school. And it provides pupils with knowledge, skills and understanding that they perhaps would need to move on into a career in one of the uniformed services, such as the police force, perhaps the prison service, armed forces, emergency fire services, nursing, lots of anywhere really, basically in the public sector. So a really interesting and a very popular course with some of our pupils. Another course that we offer for BTEC is the Business Studies course, which is also a Level 2 qualification, and it's designed really to develop knowledge and understanding within the business sector. Various units pupils will complete, and units such as office management, business administration, marketing and advertising, and basically learning how to run a business, a successful business. So again, another popular BTEC that we have with our pupils in Key Stage 4. We also offer in school BTEC Performing Arts, and we've run this for many years within the Expressive Arts department, and the certificate we offer at 2 different types, which is acting or production. They run parallel, they run side by side. Some pupils decide to go down the live performances and the acting route, and others would prefer the production route, whether that being creating the sounding and lighting for sets, or maybe stage management or makeup or costume design. So there's 2 routes into performing arts. You don't have to be interested in just the acting and the live performances part of it. It could be the production side too. Also a Level 2 qualification. We then have Vocational Pathways. Some of these are BTECs also, and some of these are different awarding bodies that we offer here and deliver in the school, or sometimes we work with our partner colleges, mainly Gower College, to offer some of these courses. So I'm going to talk to you now about performance engineering, hair and beauty, and health, social and childcare. So what are the benefits for vocational courses? Well, sometimes these courses suit more active learners, perhaps that are quite hands-on. Or perhaps you've got a career mind a career path in mind, and you know exactly what you'd like to do when you leave school. So these courses may help that. Many of our pupils leave from study an engineering course in school to go on to have an apprenticeship when they leave school. So that could be a huge benefit to you by following one of these courses. So firstly, our performance engineering course, which is a level 1 qualification. Now this is a really hands-on practical qualification that is offered by Gower College, Swansea, in the Gorsainon Anticoke campus. And we would bus our pupils down to the campus each week. So they would have, for example, it might be every Thursday afternoon, and we would, a member of staff from our school would minibus the pupils down to the college, and then they would be taught there by a lecturer at the college with a member of staff from our school there with them, and then they would bring them back at the end of the session. Now they study different units: motor vehicle maintenance. Many pupils enjoy that aspect. Perhaps if you'd like to go into car mechanics, etc. Electrical engineering, plumbing and welding. So a range of mediums there within the engineering field. A really popular hands-on practical course for some of our pupils. We also offer level 2 engineering. Now this will be taught in school. You can see a picture there of one of our pupils using a metalworking lathe, and a picture of our D&T department, which is where the course is run. Now this one has got a little bit more theory with it compared to the previous course, the previous engineering course. Now 75% of this is coursework based, as you can see. Engineering design using CAD software to design a project, and then producing engineering products. That's a making project using materials, tools and equipment, and that's worth a majority, 50% of the course. There is a small theory-based exam then with 25% at the end of the course. Hair and Beauty. So Hair and Beauty is a level 1 course. Again, we're going to offer that in school next year. And units, covering units such as demonstrating nail art, makeup techniques, hairstyling. It's been a very popular course over the last few years. And again, I assume it's going to be next year. We have a big uptake and some excellent results in the hair and beauty field. So mainly coursework and portfolio work will be used here, and practical skills. No exam attached with this particular course. Then we have Childcare. And Childcare, we have a lecturer who comes in from Gower College to deliver this course to our pupils. It's a level 2 in health, social and childcare, and 2 main units. 40% would be the written examination and 60% then the non-exam assessment, which is coursework. And you can see the different units there. But again, a very popular course, a vocational course for some of our pupils that perhaps want to go into childcare or nursing or something similar when they leave school. Okay, careers advice. So, where do you need to look? Now, this is the options book. You will see this. You'll be able to download it on the website. And this will give you all the information you need about each subject. There's also a website, careerswales.com, that you can access to help you with some of your decisions. And we have a careers advisor in school, Mrs. Warlow. You may not have seen Mrs. Warlow. She works in a little office down by room 31, next to room 31. So when you are back in school, you'll be able to pop in to speak to Mrs. Warlow, or simply contact the school, and the school will put you in touch with a careers advisor who would be able to contact you back to offer any advice on careers and pathways in the future. So what advice would I give? These are the things that I would do. So the do's list. Find out the facts. Read the booklet now carefully. There's an options booklet. Make sure you read through that carefully. Find out what the demands of the subject are and whether you think you'll enjoy the subject. Really important. Do you think it's going to be what you need for college or employment and what you'd like to do when you leave school? Secondly, choose sensibly at your ability level. Be honest with yourself. What can you manage and what can't you manage? Maybe it's a wise idea to have a mixture of BTEC courses and GCSE courses, because GCSE courses all carry exams and have examinations, whereas a lot of BTEC courses don't. So you might want to have a good balance there and a mix of both. make sure you can cope with the amount of work. I'm going to say this, all GCSEs, all vocational subjects, all Key Stage 4 subjects, none of them are easy. Don't think that you're going to choose a certain subject because it's easy, because that won't be the case. There'll be a demanding amount of work in Key Stage 4 for all of the courses that we offer. So my advice on the don't list, don't do this. Do not choose a subject because you like the teacher or because your friends have chosen the subject. You may not necessarily have the same teacher in year 10 and 11 that you do now in year 9. So it's really important not to choose a subject just because you like your current teacher. You may have a different teacher next year. And also, it's you who's going to be studying the course, not your friends. So make sure you choose something for you. And I've already pointed that out. There are no easy subjects. Don't just choose a subject because you think it looks easy. So what next? Well, you can speak to your subject teachers. That would be advisable. Mr. Fletcher, your progress manager, he will be able to help you. And myself, if you've got any questions, just contact the school or come and see me, Mr. Owens, and I'll be happy to help. Mrs. Waller, our careers advisor, is in school, who will also be able to help and direct you on your career pathways. Or any member of staff. The best people to speak to about subject-related questions would be your subject teachers themselves. The options booklet and the online options form. So really important that you complete those by the date, and I'll come on to that shortly. And the booklet is there to help you. There's also subject-specific breakdowns of course content and assessment within the booklet. And you'll find on our website some short videos from some of the teachers to explain a little bit more about each of their subjects. So this is the booklet, the Year 9 Options booklet that you will see online, that you'll be able to download. And the options form looks like this. So you will need to click on the link that's been sent out in the letter. The link's also on the website. Enter your name, your surname and your form class, and then choose 3 options from the list. So the list looks like this. These are all the subjects that are in the booklet and the ones that are available for you to choose next year. And you need to tick 3. No more than 3, no less than 3. Even if you only have 2 definite options, you can't think of a third, you have to choose 3 options. Every pupil needs to choose 3 options to fill their timetable next year. Now I have to stress here that there are sometimes, some years, we do not run certain subjects. It all depends on each cohort, and it all depends on the uptake and how many pupils have chosen a subject. Now we have had subjects in the past where only 1 or 2 pupils have chosen a subject, and it's just not possible for us to run a lesson and run the timetable with 1 or 2 pupils in the class. So we will be looking at that once we get all of the information in from the pupils. Generally most of the courses run, but I have to make that clear because sometimes that does happen. What will happen then is, from the list, you have an open choice. You choose any 3 options that you like. From that list, we will as a school put them into separate pools. Now, this is just an example. This is not how your list is going to look and how your curriculum is going to look. As a school, we would then work out what is the best fit for this current year group, this current cohort. And it changes every year depending on the number of choices pupils make for each subject. What happens is our computer system will create this best fit model. And there are always a small number of pupils that are affected by this. And there are a small number of pupils that may not be able to choose all 3 of their options because it just won't fit into the curriculum that we offer. However, all pupils will be able to choose 2 of their options, and then the 3rd option they may need to choose from this list. So I will only send out a second options form to the small number of pupils that don't fit into our school's best fit model, and you will be notified of that, and I'll come on to the dates of that shortly. So only if you hear from me a second time with this second options form would you need to revise your original choices. So forms and dates. Now all of these dates are in the booklet as well. They're on the website. So first of all, the options evening launch is Monday the 18th of January, today, hopefully, while you're watching this. Year 9 parents evening. So normally we'd have our parents evening in school where parents and carers would be able to meet with individual class teachers to talk about the different subjects. Now, unfortunately, we can't do that this year for obvious reasons, but we will be setting aside that date, Monday the 22nd of February, for all teachers to be able to contact parents if parents have phoned the school and wished and requested to speak to a certain teacher before that date. So you'll be getting interim reports, the second interim report this year for Year 9, all Year 9 pupils, around about the beginning of February. Once that report comes to you, there will be something on the report that specifies whether a teacher would like to speak to you regarding your child's progress. And if that's the case, please phone the schools, ask to speak to the relevant teacher, and they will phone you back, if not before, on that evening of the 22nd of February. But if you've got any other questions for any of your child's teachers, please call the school and they will contact you at the earliest opportunity. So the first options form deadline, you need to complete this by Wednesday the 24th of February. Really important to get your options in by this date. Once we've completed and everybody has filled in the options form, we will then create the best fit model that I talked about earlier to create our option pools. If need be, I will contact some pupils by Friday the 26th of February and send out a second options form for them to complete by the 1st of March, Monday the 1st of March. So everything, all the options process then by the beginning of March will be pretty much complete. These are the key dates. I've just been over those. Those key dates will be available to you in the booklet and also on the school website. So finally, I'd like to finish with my golden rules, Mr. Owens' golden rules. I say this every year to all the pupils in Year 9 when choosing their options. 3 simple rules. Firstly, enjoyment. Choose a subject that you enjoy. You're the one who's going to be sitting down in lessons every single week studying these subjects. Don't choose an option because somebody else wants you to choose an option, or because one of your friends is choosing an option. You've got to enjoy the course first and foremost. Otherwise, you'll get fed up and you won't want to study it as you go into Year 10 through Year 10 and 11. Secondly, successful. What are you good at in school currently? What do you do well at? Look at your progress check. Speak to your teachers. What things do you think, which subjects do you think are going to give you the best opportunities to be successful at the end of Year 11? And then finally, my third rule, my future. Think about your future. What do you want to do? You're very young still and you've got your life ahead of you, and you don't need to decide now what your future is going to look like and what career path you want to do when you leave school. But you may have something in mind that you've had from a very young age. So please, just use those 3 rules: enjoyment, successful, and think about your future when deciding on your options. And as I said, if you've got any questions at all, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone or come and see me when we're back in school, and I'll be more than happy to help. Diolch yn fawr. Thank you for listening to the presentation. This will be on the website for you to access at any time. Bye for now.